Velocity is Transformers Animated Season 2, Episode 5, 21st overall, and originally aired in America May 17th, 2008. In it, Bee and Sari uncover an underground street race. Shenanigans ensue. The episode begins with Night Ride for an Allspark fragment so serious Prime brought out the trailer, but it's interrupted when a bunch of street racers fly past them. Street racing like this was really popular thanks to stuff like Need for Speed and Fast and the Furious. Bulkhead and Sari watches this on pay-per-view, but we'll put a pin in that for later as Bee flies past all of them until a blue racer passes them. Some cars are knocked over, which the other Autobots help out, and this guy definitely has a concussion. Fan in the Zone shows up to shut this down and explains these illegal street races are being aired on a legal pay-per-view, instead of just uploading it to worldstar.hiphop. Back in the old days, there was public access TV, which still kind of, sort of exists, but no one really uses it. It's like the ancient equivalent of Twitch, where poorly archived live videos were uploaded, but here on TV. B still has his boosters stored in a shoebox. He's a little jealous about the blue racer and immediately plays that he must be a con card. I'm surprised no one suspects he might be an nanosec. And Optimus thinks this is dumb and shouldn't be using the boosters that nearly killed him. Bulkhead's upset that Sari pirates the Speed Demon show. Piracy's bad, yo. Should always listen to the corporations that don't actually care about the media instead of the uploaders that actually want to archive the show. And then they immediately go against their message because if they didn't pirate an episode, they wouldn't find out about Major Disaster and his Australian accent and where he's going to be. And the Blue Racer is going to be there. And Master Disaster is played by Bill, aka Bulkhead, who's doing a actually really good Australian accent, and I didn't even know it was him until I looked at the credits. He's definitely giving me Major Blood from G.I. Joe vibes. B heads in with his boosters, finally mastering them. But what's this? It's invite only. He has a full-on semi. And yeah, he's the Blue Racer, which he commands with an RC controller. Kinda weird he didn't try painting over the car red, but whatever. He joins the race, and he actually keeps up pretty decently with B when he remembers he can transform instead of getting stuck in the mud. Which surprises the Major Master. I love the detail you can hear his suit kind of squeak because he's wearing leather.
Ah, a loyal paying customer.
Well, loyal anyway.
So he likes B and he wants him to join the next race at Dixon Venice with a W. Might be a real place in Detroit. Bulkhead has somehow learned how to make cocoa, and Sari's accidentally switched to Sprint. Also, Disaster said the next race is going to be at 2 a.m. Why is Sari awake? Blitzwing is also looking for the Allspark fragment, as Megatron says rubbish like a British man. An extra thick Bulkhead found out about the race and is being all mom about it. And B's like, whatever, mum, you're ruining me life. Meanwhile, Fan Zone, he's interrogating the concussion guy. So this guy's definitely like Fan Zone's illegitimate son he doesn't know about, right? Like they're both blonde, they have similar noses, they wear the same colors. Same like baseball Midwest accent. Either way, he spills the beans.
Not that you'll ever get there in time.
Hey, relax. I know lots of shortcuts. Oh, this is why I hate machines.
These other racers are just straight up Need for Speed extras. Everyone shows up, and then Sari's key starts acting up, and she just immediately walks right into Major Disaster's semi, and quickly finds out that Master Disaster's remote has an Allspark fragment in it. As he walks in, she steals it, and they head out, accidentally starting the race prematurely. Missed opportunity to not introduce the Stunticons in this episode. Also, Bulkhead is here, as he's frozen. Blitzwing is on their tails for their Allspark fragment, and he's blowing up ice everywhere, as B's starting to get really good at ice skating. Blitzwing's cannons for a second sound like TIE fighters.
Custom compact concrete!
Turn left. Turn left. Turn left.
Hey! If I want a backseat driver, I'll call my mother-in-law!
Fanzone has to switch to B's car as it explodes. It's coming out of his paycheck, but at this point he has to have really good car insurance to keep getting the same car over again. So Sorry thinks to use the remote to scramble Blitzwing.
See? This makes bending the rules really easy.
Well, that's the trouble with bending the rules. They usually snap right back in your face.
No, Master Disaster was using this to cheat in racing, and Sorry's using a tool to her advantage to stop the giant killer robot. This is like when my asshole math teacher refused to let me use a calculator to help me in math that I'm not good at, and now I can't really do basic math. Go to hell back and grab it before Blitzwing figures out. But before that, the Blue Racer plays chicken with Blitzwing.
Never give up! Never surrender! Never mind!
This is a direct quote from the movie Galaxy Quest. A really funny movie about a bunch of real aliens who find recordings of a Star Trek-like show called Galaxy Quest and try to get the help of the crew of Galaxy Quest to try and stop another evil alien force. The motto from the show was,
Never give up, never surrender. Damn the resonance cannons, full speed ahead, huh?
Blitzwing crashes and Blue Racer rides off into the moonlight. Blitzwing then crashes into Major Disaster's semi. Blitzwing's about to blast B until Sorry uses the remote and sends Blitzwing blasting off again! Master Disaster is caught by Fan Zone and a cartoon sound effect. Sorry gets her satellite cut off, which is not fair at all, and the Blue Racer is still a mystery, which I do know, but we'll talk about that when he reappears. This is definitely one of my least favorite episodes of Animated. Well, yeah, the action and comedies as peak as always, and Blitzwing's always a treat, but the whole moral of you shouldn't bend rules really falls flat, because bending the rules literally helps them, because Sorry went back and grabbed the remote, which helped B and Bulkhead not be killed by Blitzwing, and they needed to pirate the show to figure out where the Blue Racer and where the racing is happening. And they're also two completely not equal crimes. Like, media piracy versus the remote, which mind controls people, therefore slavery, are not the same thing. And Master Disaster is an okay villain that we'll never see again, so it's kind of a pointless character. That could have just been Nanosec. It's still better than a lot of other shows, but when compared to the rest of Animated, 3 out of 10. But let me know your guys' opinions down below, as well as hitting that like button and subscribing.